Is the San Diego Customs Saddlemen seat the best seat that you can get for your bagger? Let's talk about it. What is going on, everybody? My name is Miles. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for dropping by. Today we are going to be going over the Saddlemen SDC seat, the San Diego Customs seat from Saddlemen. This is a great seat. I want to do a review on this because there's a lot of people asking about this seat. I see it in the forums, I see it everywhere, everybody's asking. So I want to do one grand video about this seat, letting you guys know how it feels, how it rides, just my overall opinion about it, so that you can make the best decision when purchasing a seat for yourself. If you guys don't know, my name is Miles. I work in sales at Independence Harley-Davidson here in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is my 2023 Road Glide ST. I absolutely love this bike so much. You can go back, watch some videos about some of the upgrades I've done to this bike. My previous bikes, I've had a bunch of Harleys, and this is my favorite of them all. So today we're gonna ride, we're gonna talk a little bit about this seat. I'm gonna give you guys a thorough review of how I feel about this seat. It is a very expensive seat. This is not cheap by any means. This seat comes in probably around $750, around $800. So you may be asking yourself, is it worth it to pay that little extra for this seat? In my opinion, yes it is. This is a cool seat. It's got a lumbar support right here, which can come in and out. Let's go ahead and pull it out here. Here it comes. There we go. Comes right out. You get a little bit of extra back support with this, and it also has different levels of mounting it when you want to take a longer trip. So I can actually mount it a little higher if I'm taking a longer trip on this bike, which I haven't done yet, but I'm excited to do. I may be doing Myrtle in May, bike week for Myrtle Beach, but I've been riding it like this as it is. There is a nice little Velcro patch that can cover that up if you want to take this off. So that is an additional feature with the seat, and that is probably why it costs a little bit extra, but in my opinion, very much worth it. The styling of the seat is phenomenal. We can go over that because I'm standing off the bike. I'm gonna ride it here in a few minutes, but the styling of the seat just looks really good with the stitching, the San Diego Customs logo on there. It's very well made. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get on the bike and let's do a full review. All right, guys, it is a beautiful day today. It is March 28th. Just in case you don't know what day it is when I was filming this video, March 28th, 60 degrees. Oh, the bike is covered in pollen and it's driving me absolutely crazy. I can't stand it. That is one of the downsides of having a beautiful black bike. You can see everything on it. But yeah, today's video is not about that. Today's video is about this Saddlemen seat right here. Let's go ahead and mount on it. Ooh, turn that music down. Don't want to get demonetized. Now, this is the first time I'm filming on the GoPro here and here, so you guys can get two views. But we're going to take a little ride. We're going to talk about the seat. Obviously my setup is different. I've got the Thrash and Supply 9.5-inch pullback risers here with this seat. Woo! Yeah, I am 5'9", just so you guys know my height and everything like that. When I first put this seat on, my initial reaction was, yeah, it's stiff. This is not my first Saddlemen seat, so I know you got to break it in before getting that full effect. And I've got about 600 miles on my bike now. I'd say I've had this seat for about, let's just say 300 miles, so it's starting to get a little softer. This back support is incredible. Oh my gosh, I cannot stress this enough. I love this little lumbar back support. Now, what I was worried about was when I was getting these handlebars put on, I was worried that I'd be scooted too far back to not be able to kind of relax with the handlebar, which actually I can, which is nice. And I was happy about that, because with the stock handlebars, you're able to kind of lean back and you got this wheelbarrow position. But with this seat, it definitely scoots you back a little bit. So if you're a shorter rider, like I said, I'm 5'9". If you're below that, I would just be cautious, because it does scoot you back a significant amount. If you want to lean up against that back lumbar support, it does scoot you back. So that was my first initial reaction. Was, one, it sits you up a little taller than the stock seat and scoots you back. So if you're taller, that's going to be perfect for you. But if you're shorter like me, 5'9", it's going to change things up. I was pretty comfortable with the stock seat because it sat lower on the Road Glide ST. So when I put this seat on, I almost had to adjust, because when I put my feet down and everything like that, I'm not flat footing. So I had to adjust for that, and I almost dropped the bike once because I wasn't expecting to be sitting up taller. So that's my first initial reaction to the seat. Was, yes, it's stiff. It brought me up a little bit and it scooted me back a little bit. So I had to adjust with that. Now that I've got these bars set up and everything, it's actually very, very comfortable. I was thinking about doing the high bend bars. I went with the mid bend, but I probably could have done the high bend bars and I would have been sitting back and able to really lean up against the lumbar. But I still feel it behind me, and it feels really nice and supportive. I haven't taken it off. I've been riding it like this, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, going a little bit above 3,500 RPMs now that I've broken the bike in. Sounds great. Obviously, I can't wait to get a 2-in-1 exhaust, throw a tune on this bike, make it a little bit more responsive. But I see a lot of questions in the forums about this seat. I see people asking, is it worth it? Oh, look at the cows. They're laying down. That means it's gonna rain. Huh. Doesn't look like it to me. But anyways, I see a lot of people. Hello. I've never filmed a moto vlog with a camera right here, so that is new. Anyways, I see a lot of people asking the question, is this seat worth it? Because it is an expensive seat. This seat is not cheap at all. Now, will I only run this seat on this bike? No. I will definitely get another seat to ride 2-Up on, because I rode 2-Up the other day and she wasn't too satisfied with that back part of the seat. It's skinny, it's narrow, but it does have a lot of cushion, so that's good. But if I was gonna do long distance with a passenger, this ain't the seat. I'll tell you right now, this ain't the seat. I would look more into maybe the Saddlemen road sofa. The road sofa is a very nice seat for the rider and the passenger. There's a lot of cushion and everything like that. And hey, down the road I might get that seat so I can throw it on and swap it out whenever we do some distance together on the bike. But for me, this seat looks awesome. Like, let's talk about the looks. The look of this seat looks amazing. The stitching, the logo, the back, even that back lumbar support even looks pretty good. Now, if you see some bikes with rider backrest, I don't know, man, that's not really, that's like a peepaw look, you know, that's a grandpappy dappy look. Shouting out to the world, I'm old and my back hurts. And that's not the look I'm trying to give on my bike. Not yet, if you know what I mean. I'm not that old, so this little back support is enough. and actually looks kind of cool. It kind of gives the bike a little edge to it. Like I said, you can take that out and put a little patch over it to cover it up, but the looks, man, I give the looks 10 out of 10, 100%, 10 out of 10 for Saddlemen. And I also give the comfort, I gotta give this comfort like an 8 out of 10. I mean, it's still a little stiff. It's not gonna be as plush as some other seats, but you know, you're kind of compromising looks for comfort, so I gotta give it an 8 out of 10. The seat isn't cheap. It's around $800. $800, man. That's expensive right there. I mean, that's almost as expensive as an exhaust system. So if you're looking at seats and you're thinking about this seat, I'm here to tell you that yes, it is worth it, but you can get other seats and still have some, you know, good comfort. The step-up seat from Saddlemen is awesome. There's a couple seats from Saddlemen that are very, very nice that are less expensive than this, but you're not going to get that lumbar support back there, which is really, really important to me personally. I needed that. I wanted that. And now I can see why so many people run this seat, especially if you're doing like a performance bagger look. This seat is going to hit the nail on the head for you. All right. I feel locked in. Let's goose it. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Gotta let the big dog eat. And I can just lean back. I'm leaning back right now, just up against the back of this, and it feels great. But the thing is when I put my hands out, if I lean back and I put my hands out, you can see they're not really all the way on the bar, which is, I was trying to go for that. I was trying to go for the lean all the way back and have your hand on the bar kind of deal, but it's close enough right now. It's close enough for me. Yeah, man, it feels great today. Woo! So if you're new to my channel, if you're just stopping by, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I really, really appreciate it. I put out content pretty frequently. I work at a dealership, so I'm on the front lines all the time with all the Harley stuff, and you can benefit from that, from watching my channel, get some insight on some stuff. And I plan on making a lot more content. But overall, guys, this seat kicks ass, for real. This is a great, great seat. Would I recommend it if you're riding 2-up all the time? No. I would get one seat like this and then another seat for 2-up riding, because the back is, your girl's not going to be too happy, especially if she's got a big old badonkadonk. She is not going to be too happy back there. But overall, this seat, if you're riding solo, 100% recommend, guys. 100% recommend. I appreciate you guys stopping by the channel today, joining me for this beautiful little ride. Like I said, I plan on making a lot more content. Trying to think if there's anything I missed with this seat. You can go back and watch the video I made about turning the Road Glide ST into a 2-up riding bike. I had to put passenger pegs on it. I had to put the seat on it. There are some seat bumpers that you're going to want to put on your Road Glide or Street Glide ST if you do a 2-up setup, so that your seat doesn't slide back and forth and rub into the bumper back there and damage it. You might want to check that out. But anyways, thank you so much for dropping by. Throw the video a like. My name is Miles. Ride fast, take chances, live your best life. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.